In a beautiful village called Akoko, there was a beautiful young lady named Oluchi. Everyone in the village knew Oluchi. Her skin was smooth like fresh palm oil. When she smiled, even the angry people became calm. But people were also afraid of her. Oluchi had a terrible secret. She was cursed. Long ago, before Oluchi was born, her father had a big fight with his sisters. He insulted them and pushed them out of the family house. The sisters were angry. They cried and shouted. One of them, the eldest sister named Mama Yugo, went to a powerful witch and made a curse. She said, "Let the beauty of this man's family bring pain. Let his daughters never know joy in marriage. Let any man who marries them go mad the next day." The witch made the curse strong. She used blood, fire, and a strange powder from the river. From that day, the dark shadow followed the family. Nobody in the village knew what the sisters had done. But strange things started happening. Years passed. Then, Oluchi was born. Her birth was not normal. Her mother screamed for 3 days before she gave birth. Thunder struck the sky and lightning hit a tree beside their hut. The village women ran away in fear. When Oluchi came out, her eyes were open. She did not cry. She only stared deep and quiet. The old midwife said, "This child is not ordinary." As Oluchi grew, she became more and more beautiful. But trouble followed her everywhere. When she was 5 years old, her uncle went mad after carrying her on his shoulders. He ran into the river and shouted, "The moon is chasing me." At age 10, her school teacher slapped her for talking in class. The next day, the teacher started laughing and crying at the same time and ran naked through the market. People began to fear Oluchi. Children avoided her. Women whispered when she passed. "She is the cursed one," they said. Oluchi was lonely. She cried many nights. "Why does everyone hate me?" she asked her mother. Her mother always said, "You are not cursed, my daughter. You are special." But deep inside, her mother was also afraid. When Oluchi turned 16, boys started coming. They brought gifts, mangoes, sugarcane, cola nuts. But the moment they heard the story of her curse, they ran away. One boy, Emeka, was different. He was bold and kind. He said, "I do not believe in curses. I believe in love." Oluchi smiled again. For months, they were happy. They walked by the stream. They told stories under the moon. Oluchi gave her heart to Emeka. One evening, Emeka knelt before her and said, "I want to marry you, Oluchi." Her heart jumped. "But Emeka, if you marry me, you will run mad." "Just like the others," she said. "I will not run mad. I will marry you and show everyone that love is stronger than curses." Oluchi told her mother. Her mother begged Emeka, "Please, my son. You are kind. Don't let this curse destroy you." But Emeka did not listen. Soon, Emeka brought his people with gifts. Palm wine, yam, and a white goat. The elders came. The village drummers played. The people gathered. Some came just to see if Emeka would really marry Oluchi. They had a big wedding. Oluchi wore white with red beads. She looked like a queen. Emeka held her hand tightly. That night, they danced, laughed, and ate pounded yam. Oluchi felt hope. "Maybe the curse is broken," she whispered. But before dawn, something terrible happened. At exactly 4 a.m., Emeka screamed. He jumped out of bed. He tore his wrapper. He slapped his own face. Oluchi woke up. "Emeka," she shouted. But Emeka did not hear. He ran into the street. He shouted, "Fire! Snakes! Who is calling my name in the sky?" People ran out of their homes. "It has happened," they screamed. Emeka ran to the village square. He danced and cried. He rolled on the ground. He spoke to invisible people. They tied him with ropes. They took him to the herbalist. They gave him leaves, potions, then prayers. But he was gone. Oluchi fainted. They carried her home. For 3 days, she did not speak. She did not eat. She just stared into the sky. On the 4th day, she stood up. She went into her room and packed her clothes. She wore a black wrapper. She took a small calabash and a bottle of water. Her mother asked, "Where are you going?" "I must find out the truth," she said. "I will not rest until I know who cursed me and why. I want to break the curse." She kissed her mother and left. Oluchi walked for days. She crossed rivers, climbed hills, and passed strange villages. Some people gave her food. Others chased her away. In one village, she helped an old woman carry firewood. The woman said, "You are not just a girl. You have the mark of pain. Come with me." The woman took her to a secret place in the forest. There was a round hut covered in red and black cloth. Inside was a mirror that showed the past. Oluchi looked into the mirror. She saw her aunties. She saw the fight. She saw the witch. She saw the curse. Tears filled her eyes. "So this is true. My own blood cursed me." The old woman said, "Yes. But there is hope." "What can I do?" Oluchi asked. "You must find 3 powerful things," the woman said. "The heart of a lion, the feather of a mountain eagle, and the tears of a mother who lost her child." Oluchi was afraid. That is too hard. But it is the only way to break the curse. If you fail, you will never marry. And if anyone tries, they will go mad. Oluchi took a deep breath. "I will do it." She first went to the mountains to look for the lion. Hunters warned her, "Don't go there. The lion there is strong. It killed 5 men last month." But Oluchi kept going. The mountain was steep. Her feet bled. She was tired. But she did not stop. At the top, she saw the lion. It was huge. Its eyes were red. Its roar shook the ground. Oluchi dropped her stick. She knelt. "I don't want to fight you. I just want to help someone I love." The lion looked at her. It roared again. Then, behind it, came a lion cub. The cub was weak and crying. Oluchi crawled close. She gave it water. She sang to it. The cub licked her hand. The big lion watched. Then it scratched its chest and gave her something small and beating. It was the lion's heart. Oluchi cried, "Thank you." She came down the mountain, holding the lion's heart in a small bag. She now had 1 item. 2 more were left. But Oluchi did not know that someone was watching her. A man in black, sent by the witch who cast the curse many years ago. The man held a charm. He said, "I will stop her. The curse must stay." Oluchi kept walking, not knowing that danger was coming. Subscribe to continue the part 2.